Fly straighter
Well,
as
I
I'm going
think
through a
that would-
curve.
Yeah, I think if you flew straighter, you'd be quite dead.
Close call.
That's the hardest turn of the bunch.
Hey, fly higher, higher!
Easier said than done.
Like a good old roller coaster.
So how often would you say that you actually get a no damage run on the default speed?
I've gotten it probably maybe once.
Okay, so it requires like perfect timing on every
Yeah,
turn.
there's a couple of turns in here that are very, very tough to do on the default speed.
What?
Oh yeah, this is dark. A little darker than I'm used to see. And we survived!
We're saved.
Now, can you actually like get a game over in there, or does it just slow you down?
No, it just slows you down.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm about to apply the brakes. Everybody hold on tight.
Yeah, there's actually no game overs in here. If you like run out of life or you fail some of the sequences, they just start you at the last autosave.
Brakes, huh?
Okay.
It's all your fault, Crystal Bearer.
Touchdown!
So is this all been an intro, or is
Yeah,
that kind of...
this is basically all the intro.
Have you
Just to
ever
kind
flown
of
an airship before?
get you used to the controls.
First time.
Okay.
But it was easier than
Riding
riding
a chocobo.
Crystal Bearer.
I also stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night.
This thing absorbed all the shards in the Alexis. Seriously? Huh. I bet we can get a good price
Yeah,
on
but
that.
that green gem that he was carrying is one of the
This
crystal
thing's
idols,
the
and there's
only
3 in
golden
this game.
Goldenrod.
Keep an eye
Talking
out
about
for
the
a
weird-looking
second one
hostile
that's
that
going to
attacked
come
the
up
Alexis.
in a little
We
bit.
have unfinished business.
See if you can
You
spot
really
it.
are addicted to trouble, aren't you?
Granted, the game points it out, but
Oh, it's High Commander Jagron.
just purely via the camera.
Trouble should be nipped in the bud.
Wouldn't you say I came in pretty handy again, sir? You were saying something about hostels? Another job for me, maybe? Oh, sir, if you don't
As we
mind,
talked
could
about
we
in
get
the
money
intro,
for the
that
last job
there's
30
4 groups
million
of
gil.
4 races
If
basically
you
in this
catch the
game.
hostile
Okay.
that
We
attacked
talked
us,
about
you'll
the
get
Ukes.
30 million gil.
The characters you're seeing, like the guards here and Jagron, are basically the Lilty, which are kind of the royalty,
There are things I
you know,
want
the
more than
most
money.
prominent group in the bunch.
See,
Okay.
Kais is a Selkie, which you'll see
Very well.
them once we get down to the Selkie Guild in the beach areas.
I'm gonna
And
go
Lael
get
is
her
a
new
Clavat,
gig.
which are
So
kind
why
of
don't we
the
buy the fountain?
lowly farmer type group in the bunch.
And
Okay.
Leo, try to behave yourself around town.
Yeah, Kais, jeez. And here's where the fun comes into play.
Over here.
It's all motion can. Oh, yeah. I have to use this TV because the sensor's not where I'm used to doing it. Because the gravity powers are controlled by me pointing at with the Wiimote.
Oh, okay.
So this is gonna be a little weird. Oh, yeah.
And do you have essentially unlimited use of this power, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Although it is like grabbing things is affected by how far it is, which gets pointed out later on.
Seems like a bit of a public menace.
Well, bearer powers are actually outlawed in the castle themselves because they're deemed a threat.
Okay.
Which becomes a bit of a plot point pretty late on in the game. Once we get to the really, really deep sections.
So what was that restart clock?
Yeah, for some reason the clock breaks down, which shuts the trains down.
Oh. Wow, that's far too much reliance on a single clock, I think.
Yes, Lael's a menace. So this is the shuttles that take you through the system. So.
Okay. So what would you say is the gist of speedrunning this game? Is it a lot of skips? Is it just knowing the most effective execution to quickly get through tasks?
Yeah, execution is basically the entire thing, because they're, unfortunately, both on New Game and New Game Plus, you can't skip any of the cutscenes, which... Yes, Lael is a menace to society. Pickpockets older ladies, and although it's
They're losing their money? Seems to me that's sort of the definition of a pickpocket. Someone who subtly lifts your wallet.
Alright, keep an eye on the left side here. Gee.
Oh, yeah, subtle.
Where did she go?
Oh, even noticing where it is a little in a couple moments here is going to be even less subtle.
Why you? What?
Naughty little ferret.
Very clever.
Now, you saw that in the pickpocketing the people on the train, they had not much money. That girl's filthy rich.
Yeah. But, wait, okay, I thought you needed that thing to use all these powers, no?
Yeah, trying to get this. Oh, come on. There you go. That's hard to hit, especially with the way my controls are right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Get out of my way. Oh. Guards roll.
I say karma.
There.
Gotcha. Now what to do with you?
Her name is Mia. She's my pet ferret. Thanks for catching her for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Needs to be trained.
Completely not subtle.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be more careful.
Hey, look, that guy's a bearer.
A crystal bearer. How horrid.
Yeah, see, the people really don't
Just use
look
magic, Mommy.
highly of Crystal Bearer people.
Come on. let's
Yeah.
go.
Are crystal bearers that rare in the city?
So are there any new games coming up in this series, or?
Unfortunately, we
I'm not
haven't
a
seen a new one come out
Come on, one cup.
for the
Let's
Crystal
go.
Chronicles series since this one, which came out in late '09, so I'm not sure what's up with
You were very
Squeenix.
bad. You have to behave yourself inside town. Same for you, Mr. Crystal Bearer. It's not as strict as it was before, but the law is the law. You can't use your bearer powers inside town. Crystal bearers are abominations. That's what everyone believes.
And is that what you think, little miss?
Me? I'm not afraid of you.
Arrest that woman!
What did I do?
Rest happy, guards.
Out of the way! This guy's a bearer!
So what if
Yeah.
Use of arcane arts. Obstruction of justice. Arrest this one too!
Now this section does not make sense. Why she tells him to just run instead of actually doing something about this? Well, when you figure out who she is, it will make you kind of question it too.
Okay.
Quickly! After them!
It'll also explain why she's so rich.
Enough already. Perfect.
And the two of them just stand there like, you're stealing my cart?
misery loves company?
Now, I think the most important question on all of this, though, is do they say quet or work in this Final Fantasy, the Chocobos?
Well, you get to hear a squeak a couple times.
Do something about our tail, Crystal Bearer.
I'm on it.
Yeah, this really doesn't play of what I'd think of as like a Final Fantasy. It plays more like an action game, actually.
Yep, this is much more of an action RPG than... You get something that'll be much more like battle sequences once I survive this chase sequence here.
Oh, okay. So you go on the offensive in those sorts of ones, or?
Yep. You'll get it's plays. It plays in a sense kind of like a real-time battle. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, oops. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to send you in the wall like that.
Oh, so that was intentional, you getting hit like that?
No, it just kind of happened that way because of timing.
Oh.
But trying to deal, because I'm having to try to point and shoot here, and
Something's coming.
oh, yeah, I'm doing too good, so they brought out the big guns.
Oh, so how well you do actually affects what sorts of enemies you face?
Yep,
Ah.
they bring out bigger ones if you take out enough of those bikes on cannons, but
So is there a benefit to you as a player, other than going more quickly, of facing the tougher enemies?
it mainly helps with killing more of them faster, because you can you can have both modes going independently and killing things.
Oh, okay.
Gee, they're slowing down. Huh, I wonder why. Oh snap. GG. Oh wait, I'm not dead. Yeah, this ain't subtle either.
Hi. Pretty tough, you crystal bears.
What did you hide?
Oh, I nursed
need to
you back to
reposition
health.
that.
A thank
That's-
you would be nice.
Isn't stealing people's wallets part of the Selkie nursing technique?
I thought you were dead, so I was holding it for you. People who fall from that height usually don't survive, you know.
And you don't question
Well, I held your wallet and came back to life. The end justifies the means. And that's why I'm entitled to your gratitude. Hey, how are we gonna get out of here? Are we gonna ride that?
Nah, that won't work. This guy, he
Go
goes
ahead.
like this.
We have $50 from Fried Eel. Says, oversight on my part. We're going with renaming Ducklet to Guacamele. Please accept this amendment and add on to the Ducklet renaming incentive.
You used it as a decoy?
Okay.
Wait! I take it back.
We also have an anonymous $5 donation. Says, here's more money to fight evil. Runner's choice. Do you have a runner's choice, Sir VG?
Put it toward Ducklet being named Thief.
Ooh.
What's the deal?
Ooh, we actually have a
You're just gonna leave
bidding war happening here. Nice.
die here?
Nice camera shot, by the way.
Crystal Bear?
We also have a $30 donation from Magic Freak 500. Says, wanted to say hey to everyone. Since I couldn't go this year, I'll send $30 for my replacement. Want $15 to go to White 2 female character and the last 15 to Mystic Quest 100%. Wish you all luck and some please have Meta Sigma flex during Mystic Quest Pazuzu fight.
What, are you mad?
Nice. Thank you, Magic Freak.
I'm mad. I'm not a chocobo, you know. I like things to be explained to me before they happen.
Bit of a stickler for details, are we? I'll be taking this back, little Miss Selkie.
There's so much thievery going on.
Yeah.
The name's Belle. Crystal Bear.
I'm Lale.
And Bale, like Kais, is one of the Selkie clan.
Okay. And are all these Crystal Bearers members of that same clan, or no?
Now, Crystal Bears are independent of race. Although it seems that Selkies typically don't get to be Crystal Bearers in this universe for some reason.
Okay.
And here's our first fight. It's a nice simple tutorial battle. They lock the gate in the back there. Hi there.
So is this sort of the primary way to do damage to enemies in this game? You just throw them at one another, or
Throw them at one another, throw objects at them.
throw them at walls? I
Yep.
see. Okay. Cool.
And mer fragments, that little red object that fell out of the mice stream, add 1 health to my legs. So
And your health is displayed where? Are those
that was those green bars that you saw in the upper left there.
Okay.
And that's actually the only one I get in the whole run.
Oh. You just avoid picking the others up to save time? Or?
Yep, I don't need them.
Okay.
I used to pick up more in prior runs, but with the last one, which just got verified through SDA not that long ago, I only get that one.
Okay.
And here, there's the creation of the world. Crystals next created humanity in their own image, and presided over their destinies.
Bingo.
As the 4 tribes were born: Milty, Clavat, Selkie, and we the Uke. Except the place starts falling apart. Whoops!
Come on, grab onto something.
Instead of sending her to the solid platform on the right, he puts her on a floating platform on the left. Okay.
Dare you say that to a slender beauty like me? Your powers aren't all they're cracked up to be, Crystal Bearer.
My powers are affected by distance. Honestly, it was touch and go there.
Pretty crafty trap. I'm thinking the treasure here is pretty tasty.
It's not a trap. The ruins themselves are a little unstable.
As long as there's treasure, I don't really care either way. I'm not an archaeologist.
Well then, you gotta be more careful. I may not be able to save you next time.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
And not so subtle pointing of where number 3 is. So we've already seen where all 3 of them are.
Heavier than an airship?
That was just me sending power to the reactor. Plus, I was a little more excited at the time.
So what? Are you saying the airship is more exciting than I am?
Oxner always say that Pac's wife is exciting.
Yes, that is very sound advice. So are you using different controller motions for like rolling forward and grabbing things to go towards them? Is that all it is? Just different motions?
Yeah, it's basically it's either point or it's just waggling. It's like pulling up myself to the ledges like that, or these poles, that's all motion controls and just
Oh, okay.
whereas the rolling is all entirely just remote shaking.
Okay.
This one is empty too.
Trying to get the double roll is tough because you have to time it within like a few frames.
So like that you just did there, that was a double roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise there's normally a cooldown period. Bye, Belle. That guy's pretty ugly.
Oh,
There's
so you
different-
don't fight them?
I don't. You can for more medals, but I don't need to fight them, so I just leave.
Okay. What use are the medals?
They're just like achievements.
Oh, okay.
Says-
So it's not like you need a certain number of them to proceed at any point.
Nope. It's pretty much the Wii's equivalent of the achievement system, since unlike the 360 or the PS3, there's no
Oh, trophies.
internal achievement or trophy system or anything like that. So
Okay.
so a few of them have gotten in-game achievements. Like for those that have played Xenoblade Chronicles, that has a similar type of achievement system.
Okay.
Well, hello there. Fancy meeting you here.
Those that should be together are drawn.
And once again, we've met the mysterious Yuke Goldenrod. But we don't know her actual name yet, and we won't know that for a couple hours.
Okay.
You have that which you need to be in this place.
You talking about this?
We are the rightful owners of that. Please return it.
Sure, I'll return it. After all, I do owe you one.
Okay, we killed the Yuke. Game over.
This one's in the bag.
Oh. Yes, we failed again.
Not too shabby. Lyle, get him now!
And now we're going to see the purpose for these crystal idols.
No. It
And
is the
why
beginning.
the crystal shards were taken from the Alexis ship from the intro sequence.
Okay.
crystal shard! It's gonna get sucked in!
Because this in front of us here is the Uke crystal that was destroyed during the Great War between the Lilty and the Uke. And the shards that are being used by the Lilty is pieces of this crystal.
Oh, okay.
So the crystal idol is basically a transport mechanism to get the shards back into the crystal itself.
First taking shards, now creating shards. So, what is it you're after here?
The resurrection.
Lay.
Which if you look at the large Uke crystal, it has a very similar design to those crystal idols.
Right. Okay. Well, I hate to be rude here, Sir VG, but I'm worried my stomach is growling so loud that the mics are actually going to start picking it up. So, Relkun, could I get a mute on 3?
Yeah.
Thanks. And thanks for letting me commentate for a bit.
No problem. Did not see where I'm going. Yeah, I'm late, I know. I promise we'll be home to dinner earlier next time, dear. If you get more donations, this would be a good time to read them up in.
Don't have any at the moment.
You were under the Victory Monument, huh? That crystal shard, you think it's a royal treasure? Lael, let's use your powers to haul it out!
Do it yourself.
You're no fun. Well, I guess this is goodbye then.
Hey, Belle. Aren't you on the run from the law?
Oh, am I? Well, don't worry about me. I'm used to being chased around.
So we don't have any donations right now, but there are quite a few donation incentives here for Crystal Bearers. We have the choice whether or not Sir VG will win or lose the butt bumping minigame. There is the choice between which team will win Kicker Ball. You can donate. We're at $10 out of 200 for saving the cows.
Gotta save the cows.
There is also the choice between whether or not Sir VG should knock over the Moogle cart. Train car sequence number 2, where if he should throw the kid or kick the soccer ball. There's also the choice on whether or not he should get balloon for kids. And then on the final train car sequence, whether or not he should punt the guard or hide from the guard.
Vote for punt, guys.
There are also the dance incentives. which are $50 and $150 each.